Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Steelers going up against the Browns. It's set to be a cold one on the shores of Lake Erie as we send you up to First Energy Stadium. Our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, the forecast calling for more of the same, but what we're seeing right now, a steady coat of fresh snow here at First Energy Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Steelers going up against the Browns. It's set to be a cold one on the shores of Lake Erie as we send you up to First Energy Stadium. Our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, the forecast calling for more of the same of what we're seeing right now, a steady coat of fresh snow here at First Energy Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Demario Davis there on the stop. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll pitch it out to Bell, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And able to find Green. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target.
Reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now the dual threat man. This is DJ Foster. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Let's go! Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A little dump off for Crowell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15 that time. And the Browns are going to have a 1st down. Let's go! Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going underneath for Crowell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Boom, Philly, here we go.
Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Here's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. On the right side, caught by Green. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And with that penalty, the offense in a tough spot here, 3rd and 13. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Browns getting set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From deep in their own territory, he rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends whether they will wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the D looking like they may blitz. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A little dump off for Corral. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now that put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On second down, Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds Browns just shy of the 40. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now they're trying to sweep with Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make him.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger looking for someone to throw to. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. They find some open field here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He finds his target, Terrence Williams. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch it now, Barney. Set, 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
They'll roll him out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No. Check. Patriot. Green, 30.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught at the 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now this is Bryant on the end around. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, staying back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. A 1st down carry for Foster. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And there the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone. Hurry up, here we go. Check. Green, 30.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here? Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try it, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. It's their quarterback with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT. Dancing to his left. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here. And some room to roam now. And the cutback to the sideline. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. From the red zone now, here's he rifles one. There he goes, right side. A great read, and it's picked off. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll get 17 yards there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. And they went big on first down, proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Play action. They'll throw. He's got a man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Look to throw here. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll send Brown in motion right. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go now. Like 80. 2.
The play clock's running down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll go again with Bell. And a short gain here down to the 22. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Red zone opportunity. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his tight end. It's Green for the Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. They're still tied. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, now look at 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Hurry up, let's go.
Halfback sent in motion. On second down, Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's third down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Hurry up, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Here's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A gain of 3, second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's at the 30. A big play there. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In the red zone this time. They come out here in the eye. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. To throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gary Barnidge, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And quickly, they get to the line. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Now in desperation, and that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down. I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote. By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can. Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
Here we go.
A give. Foster running right. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And a wildcat formation here.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets it to Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Cleveland, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.